Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Real Estate Texting and Traffic Tuesday, February 6th. And got several text scripts and variations that you can swipe and deploy or rip off and duplicate. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, David. Welcome. We're a minute or two late because Ryan was working on a social post, so it must be a good one. Okay, that's way to under promise.
That's good enough.
I mean, yeah, that was a little underhanded for me to throw that out there. Anyway, anywho, if you are listening to the show on your favorite podcast platform, please do us a huge favor and leave us a rating and review. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you haven't, smash the bell, hit the like button, all those good and fun things.
If you have a YouTube channel or a podcast, leave the link in the comments so other people can check you out.
Yeah, there you go. The show is brought to you by justsold.info, which is my thinly veiled affiliate link, and thanks.io, direct mail done right for real estate and anything, any business you can imagine. Really, some of the direct mail examples Ryan shows for other industries are interesting, and you can learn a lot from. And of course, also brought to you by our mortgage team over at NEXA Mortgage. We are cranking along. Got some great stuff.
Are people getting mortgages these days?
We're doing refis. We're doing HELOCs. We're doing pre-approvals. We got people going under contract. We're running Cosette Ragged here locally. She's running around. She's actively working with like 4 or 5 pre-approved buyers. So people are still doing stuff. People are still out looking. There's still demand. So don't let the news or other agents or brokers talk you into your own demise. So this is a great strategy. We need to do this more often.
We don't do it enough. I don't know if we've ever done it on the show, and it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of something like 9:57. What can I social post? And this popped in my head. So guys, basically the idea here, you guys have all seen this post. I think they used to go around years ago. A lot more people were doing these, but you just grab some attribute of a property. You ask people A or B, which do you prefer more? It's kind of a poll. I guess the thing here is that the poll itself is just an image. You'll see I have no text with it. I just uploaded an image.
Yep.
To create these guys, I mean, I just love Canva. It just can't, Canva's so great. It took 2 minutes. I went to the elements thing here, Josh.
Yep.
I just typed in a modern luxury kitchen, and then I typed in like country kitchen.
Yep.
In their library, it just gave me an image for both. I put a little highlighting behind each of these. And what's funny is this will probably get way more engagement than the silly like market analysis posts that I've been doing the last week.
Oh, I mean, guaranteed. Yeah.
So feel free you guys can grab this off my Facebook. We'll throw this in the library on Wake Up, but it's very easy to reproduce this or just swipe and deploy mine if you want to use the same one.
Yeah. The idea, and there are, limitless ways that you can do something similar. Just unending. And it's a great algorithm hack in that when people start commenting and engaging, they are way more likely than to be shown more of your other content when you post other things. So, it's just a wonderful strategy, and, find creative ways to do it. Like I'm thinking of doing one maybe around picking who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, but do it in like a fun way, right? Like don't just, I'm thinking I'm not just going to put like the Chiefs logo and the Niners logo, right? Like
you could do Taylor Swift and then who would be associated with the Niners? Like
I'm trying to think of who would be the celebrity associated with, I don't know. people wouldn't even recognize Joe Montana, but come up with some funny way to do it. And you'll get tons of engagement for sure. And what Ryan is doing is walking through boosting, which, by the way, I've got to research this more. Something popped up on my Facebook app this morning. On your personal profile, if you have the professional mode turned on, you can just run like basically an attention ad driving people to check out your profile.
Just to check you out.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that as $1 a day. And it said for $1 a day, I would get 340 to 960 reach for $1 a day. Yeah. I mean, that's wild. So I'm going to
run this for $15.
I'm going to record myself showing that on my phone later.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
The implication, this boosting of your personal profile, like it's still blowing my mind, because the ability to just get engagement on yourself. I wish LinkedIn did this.
Well, so I'm going to run this. LinkedIn offers boosts. You can boost things on LinkedIn.
Off your company page.
Oh, that's right.
And it's literally 10 times as expensive as Facebook. I've been doing
for sure.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to run this one. The idea here, I'm not expecting getting leads from this. I just want to, it's really just getting people to remember you. This is a case where I think it's okay to spend a little money on just straight up branding.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That's
not direct response.
Well, I mean, it's not direct response, but it's people that you're already connected with, So like,
it's retargeting.
Yeah. Ryan, do you want to bring up, I don't know if did you see Andrew Robinson's post on Facebook this morning?
The just listed post?
No, it was showing engagement on some of his posts recently, and just it was speaking specifically to his to other real estate professionals.
Right here.
Yes, that one. I just thought that would be interesting to share. He the most engagement, Andrew posts pretty consistently on social, and the one with the most engagement was the Taylor Swift, I think is what I read correctly. It was the Taylor Swift meme that Ryan had shared last week, which maybe, I don't know if Ryan, if you ripped that off from Andrew or Andrew ripped it off from you, but I saw because he posted that on LinkedIn also.
Yeah, he used he got it from us, but I got it from some other guy on LinkedIn. So it's all just.
Yeah, exactly. But then the other one that had the most engagement, if I remember correctly, it was like pictures of some and I don't know. Hold on, Ryan. Or were you meaning to share the screen? There we go.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was sharing.
Yeah, no, all good. The other one was, I think, like stunning new construction homes in blank area or something like that.
Yeah, he had a condo, picture of a condo here. Incidentally, he did say that, I don't know if Andrew's watching, but the best times to post on LinkedIn is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 11. That's a good tip.
Okay, there you go. So if you're posting on LinkedIn or thinking about it, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 to 11 in the AMs. That's good. That's helpful. So for whatever that's worth, Andrew's a good person to follow in the business. If you don't already, on LinkedIn or Facebook, he posts some cool and interesting and engaging stuff.
Plus he does a ton of luxury business. So if you want to see how somebody who does a lot of high-end business operates on social, he's a really good example.
Yeah, 100%. Before we get into the text and email scripts, Charla said, do you have a short video on the buy before you sell? Do we have one of those? I think we have one for the that we use with the lead capture page. If not, well, I definitely do. I don't remember if we have one on a page already.
I think we do.
But Ryan's looking that up. If not, and Charlotte, or any of you, if you'd like, hold on, there we go. There it is. So that's wakeup.realestate. you've got to log in or create your free account, and then under lead capture pages, Ryan, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's under lead capture tools, and then under the mortgage lead capture pages right here.
There you go. So it's in there for you. I have a Google Drive folder specifically with a number of resources related to the buy before you sell program also, for those who might be interested. Now, Charla, I'm not sure if it's available in Nevada. I have to double check that. It's not available in all 50 states. At last check, it was available in 26 or 28 states. I'll have to double check on that for you. So before you go using that, you might want to double check with me that it's available in that state. And if not, we do have many. Yes. So Mike Stearns asked, does NEXA have bridge loan option? We have many of them. Absolutely. So even if the buy before you sell is not available in your specific state, we likely have many other potential solutions. The problem, go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say, what's the down payment I need to put down to buy a bridge?
So the problem with a bridge loan is you have to qualify.
You're not helping me here. Just keep going.
That's because I'm so obtuse that it didn't even hit me till I was halfway into my answer.
Yeah. All right, keep going.
All right. So just for the record, this is not loans to purchase or build a bridge.
Okay.
This is a bridge loan to help a client potentially buy their new home before selling their existing. And the let's say the drawback to a traditional bridge loan is the client has to qualify for both. But basically, they have to have enough income to justify both mortgages, which can be tough for some anyway. Whereas with the buy before you sell, they do not. They only have to qualify for the financing for the new property, whether they be trading up or right sizing.
Because you're basically using the equity in the existing home or using the existing home as collateral.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. And then let me double check for you, Chris. Ohio and Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it's available in both.
Let me answer Mike's.
Go ahead while I'm looking that up.
How many posts is too many on LinkedIn? I think a lot of posts is okay. I see a lot of people posting frequently. I've been hitting it 2 or 3 times a day. One thing that I don't think is very helpful is just auto posting links out. So it used to be a big deal. A lot of services do this. KCM does it, I think. CityBlood. I don't think those get much engagement at all. Yeah. So you're going to want to actually post unique stuff.
Yeah. And, there are any number of a series of images. So I'll take it back to Andrews. The post that had the second most engagement was several images of properties, like things like that. You can even take like a PDF, for example, and turn that. If you upload a PDF on directly to LinkedIn, it turns it into like a slideshow, right? Which can be really engaging if the PDF is good quality and has good graphics, etc. But it's just for the same reason as Facebook, like LinkedIn doesn't want to drive you off the platform if they can avoid it, right? They want people on the platform. Also creating do they call it a blog post, Ryan, or article? So the article platform on there as well is another great way to publish content on LinkedIn that keeps folks native to the platform, and therefore you're more likely to get
you're going to get far better SEO juice publishing an article on LinkedIn than you are on your own website in most cases.
Definitely. And I'm talking as I'm trying to I'm struggling to find the list for the loan stores.
I'm like the KCM stuff is fine. I'm saying just don't only do that. so it's good content to use, but I see some agents who just, they're not really posting on LinkedIn. They're just auto posting, and you got to go mix in some actual stuff that you can see.
Yep. So, Chris, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, because I cannot seem to find where that list is of the states. I do believe both Ohio and Kentucky are on the list. I'm not sure about Nevada. So if you have questions about the buy before you sell program, just get with me. I'll find it. I just can't find it here while we're live, and I want to keep it moving along here. Which, in the spirit of keeping it moving along, let me share my screen here. So I am we're recycling a script that has worked great in the past, but we haven't shared in 3 or 4 months, which is what I deemed the ready to get started text or email script. This is one that is, I would say, more direct. In other words, you're directly taking the temperature of the lead to see where they're at, right? It's more like, hey, who's ready to go here? And we have a bunch of different variations that you can play with, and obviously you can tweak as you see fit. So example 1, hi, Ryan, would you like to get started with the home buying process this winter? Very direct, right? Hey, Ryan, would you like to get started with the home buying process this winter? Let me know. Thanks. This one is similar to last week, but slightly different. Hey, Ryan, would you like to get started with the pre-approval process this winter? Or you could say mortgage pre-approval, although I would avoid putting like mortgage, finance, funding. I would try to avoid some of those words and language in text messages, because I feel like more and more of that is getting blocked.
So you do like mortgage pre-approval process or something?
Yeah. So like, I don't
get started with the
maybe
home buying
even
process.
Just have it more vague. Yeah. Just the more vague version of it. Variation 3, hey, Ryan, would you like to get started with finding your dream home this winter? Or would you like to get some of this wording maybe can be improved? I always, when I read them out loud, which is, by the way, a great thing for you to do before you send something like this, read it out loud to see if it sounds the way you intend it on paper. Ryan, would you like to buy your dream home before the spring? Let me know. Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this one, I don't know why this one is on the sheet. Quite honestly, it's not really the get started, although, I mean, it's kind of inferring getting started. But hey, Ryan, are you still interested in getting multiple cash offers on your property on this? Or would you like to get started? I'm trying to force the get started. It doesn't make sense. But then we have email examples as well, with some subject line examples. You could just use first name or ready to get started first name. And you can see the variations.
Here's one, get started building a real estate investment portfolio.
Oh,
like that.
Yep, we got to add that to the list. Okay. So I'm gonna make this variation 6.
Get started getting filthy rich investing in real estate.
Oh wow! Now you're really gonna hit the spam triggers. Okay, so hi, first name. Would you like to get started? Would you like to get started with building your real estate investment portfolio? Would you like to get started with building your real estate investment portfolio? I don't know. You might have to
this spring
play with the wording there, but you get the general idea, right? You're trying to see, who in your database might be interested in investing in real estate, whether it be get started or, growing. Maybe they already have started, but just growing their portfolio.
And you could throw recruiting in there. Get started with a new career in real estate. It might feel a little kind of cold and spammy, but hey, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. What was I going to say? Oh, the document. The document is with this video, or if it's not on the site yet, it'll be on the site with those variations for you to R&D and use how you see fit.
Scripts and templates.
Yep, scripted templates. So Mike says, would you like to look at the pre-approval process? Okay, yeah, I like it. I like it. Charlotte, good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Did you? We didn't address this from Todd, right? Can you guys finance a mobile home in Ocean City, Maryland, built in '85? Insurance providers have been dropping coverage. The answer is most likely yes, Todd. Most likely yes. It will depend a little bit on. I mean, there are, qualifying factors, et cetera. We do have lenders that will finance mobile homes, like just the
purchase
chattel.
price.
I don't know why we call it chattel, but it's similar to financing a car, let's say, right? So I'm assuming what you're asking is a mobile home on a rented lot. And the short answer is we do have some of those options. In some cases, it's just better for us to directly refer with the retail lender on those. But I'd be happy to explore that with you, Todd, if you'd like.
And the purchase price matters a lot with those, right? It depends what
exactly. And there's all of the options I've ever seen on those. It's a minimum of 20% down.
Oh, it's $399. So there's something juicy for you.
Oh wow! Holy smokes!
Yeah, I mean this issue with the insurance.
Okay, so it's not a rented lot. It's on a then we have Todd, I would revise and say we have many options for that, or a lot more than if it were just the mobile home on a leased lot. We certainly have options there.
The insurance sounds like it's the problem there. This insurance thing is crazy. In Florida and everywhere, and
it's getting wild for sure.
Yeah.
California is a mess insurance wise. At least what
I predict crypto will save the insurance industry. I'm putting that out there. I'm probably like 10 years too early.
Is anyone making notes of Ryan's predictions that he just throws out there?
Blockchain will save insurance.
Somebody needs to log these.
I mean, this is already happening, but I'm going to go on a tangent. But I think people are trying to tokenize insurance where we could all create a private fund. You know what I mean? I
don't think this is where you're going, but that's kind of like medical shares, right? For health insurance, the same idea. And in fact, our family, we were on one of those for many years because before my wife had gone back to work, she works for the local IU here, and they've got some good insurance and benefits. But prior to that, I mean, it was just astronomical. Traditional insurance for a family of 6 was just ludicrous. So, we had what I would say, comparable coverage for a fraction of the cost through a medical share. And it sounds like what you're describing, Ryan, is, kind of similar to that, different, but similar.
Gotta get the middleman out of the way for that's basically the idea.
Yeah. Do you have anything else on the traffic front? I mean, the boosting, I know we're kind of a broken record on that. We've been talking a lot about that, but I think there's really just something to that. And if you don't have a lot of quote unquote friends, my guess is you'll start to see more friend requests, especially if you boost something to not just your existing profile friends, but friends of friends as well. So just something to try out. And right on cue, Ryan, you did have something else on that front. So what are we looking at here?
Well, just to share, we tried this in the fall, and it did about $7 or $8 a lead. And I'm just wondering, with season coming back, if it does better now. So it's just a lead format offering new construction homes out there by you in Cumberland County.
Okay.
Price from below 300K. This is like my favorite ad template. We've mentioned it over and over again. Just a property list. I have a video ad here, and I'm just kind of curious if spinning this back up gets us down under the $7 or $8 per lead, just because of the seasonality and time of the year. So
I also think the videos are great. I think testing the exact same copy, etc., but with a collage, a Canva collage of an exterior, a great looking kitchen, and whatever, maybe a 2-story family room. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. What's the word I'm looking for?
So you mean
stage?
You mean like the canvas,
stage,
right?
like a model home. What's that?
You mean the canvas? So get rid of the video.
Well, now I'm not saying. I would say that would be something to test.
Yeah.
Which one wins out? Because I think in some markets and in some instances, the video performs better, and in others, just the still image. And we found that collages tend to work, like a 3-image collage,
Okay.
or even a 4-image collage, potentially, tend to work pretty well.
Cool. Yeah, I'll test that out.
Historically, yeah.
Cool. But that's it. I guess big take. If you had an ad that underperformed in November, December seasonally, try it again.
Underperform is relative also. I mean, it's all things relative.
But if it worked on some level, but you didn't you were underwhelmed by like the response you got, maybe the cost per lead was good, but you didn't get a lot of responses due to seasonality, go back and look in your ad account and spin some of those back up, and you might be pleasantly surprised what you find.
There you go. This afternoon, I was having a problem with my Zoom account. In fact, I was fighting with Zoom all morning. So this afternoon, I do believe we're still planning to go live, Jordan and I, and talk about business funding options. So loans, lines of credit, more non-traditional, right? Like not non-traditional, but business financing, like specific business financing purposes, right? So like equipment and construction and so forth. And why that's relative to this audience is you might be at a time where you're trying to expand and grow and directly have an interest in that, but B, your database. There are business owners in your database who might need funding, and you don't have to get a license to be able to earn a referral fee or a commission on that. So I will we'll have that live at 1, and I'm sorry, you have to watch the video.
Sorry.
So anyway, that'll be live at 1. But the way we set those up, which is why I was fighting with Zoom, the problem I was having is that they're available on demand immediately after on the Zoom platform, where you can just register and watch it immediately. We'll get that. We'll get that out. And Mike, you know what? That's wonderful. So Mike asked, is there lending for a startup business? And that is one of the options that we will explore. So we have like 5 or 6 business funding sources that we have that you can go and sign up with, some of which are kind of like brokers and some of them are direct lenders, and we'll share some of those options, etc. And one of them does offer that for startup businesses. Also, another great option for startups is using a HELOC. That's a pretty common use of a HELOC. So I'll get that together and get everybody notified of that. And then if you miss it live or you don't get the link in time, whatever the case may be, it'll be available immediately afterward on demand for those who are interested. Tomorrow, we'll be back normal time. What's Working Wednesday. And then we have our mastermind tomorrow afternoon as well. wakeup.realestate/MM. Would love for you to join us there. Those are Zoom meeting style, so very more intimate and interactive, and we can dive in. You can check out the scripts mentioned in the description with this video, or go to wakeup.realestate and go to scripts and templates. And hopefully we'll see you later. If not, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.